So if you want to come for me because of that, I don't even have time for you, honestly, because people are dying and people are suffering, and you want to sit here in the comfort of your home and type all this nonsense. I don't care, frankly. Like, I've wasted so much energy trying to explain myself to people. Now I'm done. Like, I'm gonna stand for the truth. I'm gonna talk about the truth and nothing but the truth. So accept it or go away. Like, don't bother me. Hello fam, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I am Wongel Zelalem, and today we're talking about my country, Ethiopia. Unfortunately, the war has resumed. As you might know, there was an internal conflict, if we can call it that. For me, I prefer to call it a proxy war, where the West is heavily supporting a rebel group in Ethiopia to destabilize our country, basically. But for a few months, there was a ceasefire, so things seemed peaceful. And you know, the main issue or concern to the people that care about Ethiopians was the fact that there are people that are suffering because of this war, especially in the northern part of Ethiopia. So when they started sending aid, it was a relief to many people, because now the people of Tigray will get the aid that they need and deserve. They had nothing to do with this war. Their name is being used to push an agenda, to act like we care about the people and we want to liberate them. So they've been using that tactic for a while now. And you can go back and look at my videos. Sometimes there are hate comments. They'll come for me and say, you don't care about the people. I'm like, huh? I've been talking about this ever since the war started on African Diaspora News channel. I've always said the people of Tigray are victims. Why are they doing this? If they're trying to liberate their own people, how come they're starving them? How come they're forcing them to join a war? The question and the concern we have as Ethiopians is, how is it going to be handled? How are we going to hold these people accountable without innocent people losing their lives? The Tigray people didn't do anything. They just have a few bad apples there that went there and tried to create something, and it's not fair for the mass. Like, the mass is probably the 99% is innocent people. They have nothing to do with this war. They have nothing to do with what's going on. They're just civilians worrying about what will I eat today, tomorrow. They are caught in a crossfire where they don't know what to do. Whatever the case is, whatever the truth is, these people died. Innocent lives are lost. Because of what? Why? Because of a territory? Because somebody wanted to make a point? It doesn't matter who you disagree with or who you agree with. What we can all see and what we can agree on is there are people that lost their lives, that are civilians, that had nothing to do with this fight, with this war, with this conflict between Eritrea, between Ethiopia, between the regional, between the central. These are human beings like you and I. These are our brothers and sisters that lost their lives for no reason. Those are the people that we should care about. Those are the people that we should be concerned about, and we should try to help, and we should try to donate to. We should try to find out what really happened. So why are we fighting with each other and arguing on politics when there are actual human beings losing their lives and they are about to lose their lives? Why can't we focus on humanity first? Why can't we care for the people that are losing their lives and their families' lives? Can we focus on that for once? Can we care about our neighbors when they're dying and focus on humanity, focus on our brothers and sisters and try to help? Can we do that? Can we stop this divisiveness and talk about unity and get together to say no to tribalism, to say no to hatred towards our family member, towards our neighbors, towards a different region, towards another country? We're all black people at the end of the day. The world sees us as one people. Why can't we come together as one? Why do we need to kill our neighbors? Why do we need to kill another ethnicity? How does that make sense? Why don't we come together to fight poverty instead of fighting each other? Please, let's do better. People's lives were affected, and usually with war and conflict, it's women and children that are affected disproportionately, and it's really sad to see what's going on there. And as you know, all parts of Ethiopia right now, there's something going on. If it's not west, it's the east. If it's not that, it's the south, or it's the north. So it's really, really hard to swallow as an Ethiopian, and especially now that the election is coming up soon, it's really not looking good. So if you want to come for me because of that, I don't even have time for you, honestly, because people are dying and people are suffering, and you want to sit here in the comfort of your home and type all this nonsense. I don't care, frankly. Like, I've wasted so much energy trying to explain myself to people. Now I'm done. Like, I'm gonna stand for the truth. I'm gonna talk about the truth and nothing but the truth. So accept it or go away. Like, don't bother me. So if they really cared about the people, why steal the aid that is in Tigray right now for the people? They stole aid, they stole fuel, and that is something that is not concocted by the government. That is something that the UN themselves accepted. You know how rare it is for them to accept something. They knew they can't get away with this. So my thing is, they've been pushing. When I say they, the Western world, the US, the UN have been pushing for this aid to go and help the people. Once they started getting trucks of aid, why is it not being given to the people? If you are for the people, how come you are stealing from the aid that is supposed to go to them, firstly? Secondly, if you are in such a bad position, how come you're able to start a war again? War is expensive. War needs money. How come you're able to afford it? Who is really helping you? Just the other day, the Ethiopian government shot down an aeroplane full of firearms, allegedly, according to the government, going to the rebel group, like flying in that direction when they had no right to fly over. Like, that tells you what you need to know. And the silence is deafening when it comes to these organizations that are supposed to push for peace. All they will say is ceasefire, ceasefire. This is the third ceasefire, and the rebel group keeps breaking that truce. But do you hear the US saying anything about it? The UN saying anything about it? EU saying anything about it? No, they only speak up when the rebel group is losing. So now we have the answer that we need to know. All I ask is for our people to come together and say no to proxy war, to say no to the meddling of the West in our politics and destabilizing our countries. We are not gonna tolerate this anymore, and they're gonna find out soon enough. Anyways, fam, let me know down below what your thoughts are about this. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one.